How's it going, hodlers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin, where it's going to go, because everything's looking bullish, but everything's bearish. Now, of course, Bitcoin is currently up on a rebound at roughly around $43,000, $44,000. We will take a look at the Bitcoin chart in this video, absolutely, but we will discuss some other metrics that are happening off-chain, some news with Matic, Cardano, big news today. So let's go ahead and get into it, and also a chime in from the Federal Reserve. So first and foremost, we'll talk about this now. Minky Wu from CryptoQuant did kind of post out this picture. Now, he does say that BTC daily net flow with stablecoin ratio is looking very similar to Q4 of 2020. Of course, we know that Q4 after our March capitulation, heading into our Q4 kind of rally, that pump up to basically initiate what we see as the bull market that went on for 2021 until May. So if you look at what he has presented here, you do see a similar ratio from the stablecoins, and you can kind of see that increase. Now we do have our March dip right around here, and then our Q4 kind of injection into the 2021 bull market that we've experienced. So you can kind of see where the uptrend is going. So he is saying that a lot of this is looking very similar to what happened there. Now, I do think that this is important because Bitcoin is all the way up at $43,000. A lot of people are probably thinking, what do you mean all the way up at $43,000? I've been in Bitcoin since around $10,000, $9,000. I bought at around $4,000 during the March dip. So like seeing Bitcoin basically a 10x from that, yeah, it is all the way up at $43,000. So it's all the way up at $43,000. We have the supply shock that we've been talking all about on the channel, the supply shock for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and yet the price continues to go down. We had a golden cross. The price continues to go down. There's definitely a lot of other facets at play that affect the market, and not every indicator is going to be completely 100% accurate. Not every model is going to be 100% accurate, but an accumulation of all these indicators and models can give you an appropriate representation of what's going to happen. So we could, in all honesty, be looking at a liftoff going into the new year, going into 2022. Now, even Mike Novogratz has said that he doesn't think that the bull market is going to re-engage until later on in 2021. So within the next couple of months here, because we have October, November, and December, 3 months left. So we're getting there. September is almost done, and we are actually looking green for Bitcoin. So will it hold? And this might be an indicator that we might see something similar that happened in Q4 of 2020. The Federal Reserve has chimed in about the cryptocurrency market, whether or not they're going to ban it. And we have good old Jerome Powell giving us the warm words of assurance. There's no intention to ban them. But you know, stablecoins are like money market funds. They are like bank deposits. But they are to some extent outside of the regulatory perimeter. It's appropriate that they be regulated. So, of course, he's saying that there is no Bitcoin ban coming, no crypto ban coming from the United States. Obviously, this is going to be a good thing. So what does that mean for countries that are banning crypto? Is it going to hurt crypto? Is it going to hurt that country? Well, we've talked about that. And actually, we have Elon Musk. Elon Musk, now, you guys know on this channel, we're not super fans of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a smart businessman. He's good at making cars and spaceships, but he should probably stay away from crypto for the most part. Now, he did say something that was actually kind of interesting, and he did mention the kind of motives behind China's crypto ban. So he says, I suppose cryptocurrency is fundamentally aimed at reducing the power of centralized governments. They don't like that, Musk stated. This quote summarizes exactly what this article is trying to get at. It summarizes exactly what's happening in China. Basically, the Chinese crackdown is all about control over their people. And that's been a problem that's been happening with the CCP for decades. And I truly believe that in 2022, if there is any sort of financial competition or financial war or cyber war of some kind, it is going to be with China. But really, I don't know. Anything could happen in the next couple of years, from 2019 all the way to 2021, end of 2021, has been an absolute shit show, and I can only assume what's to come in the next season of real life. Cardano to have a gold-backed stablecoin. Very, very important. I think this is going to be very important for different areas of the world that might utilize Cardano and the Cardano blockchain to stabilize their governments, to stabilize their currencies. I truly believe, and I'm a huge advocate of a gold-backed currency. Now, this plan comes from Meld specifically. Co-founder Ken Oling has said gold will be stored in a vault, tokenized and then fractionalized and divided so we can sell it. Which is, I think, in essence, exactly what Pax Gold does. So, again, I'm incredibly bullish on the Cardano blockchain. We've talked about Meld before. Meld is a very, very good Cardano dApp that's coming out. That's basically going to allow for decentralized banking. So, it's a lot of what Aave does now. So, having a gold-backed currency, gold-backed stablecoin from Meld is going to be incredibly powerful because you can actually purchase something backed by gold, right? It's like the old days before Nixon took the United States off the gold standard, effectively taking the world off the gold standard because other countries weren't backing their currency with gold because the US was always backing their currency with gold. So they'd back their currency on US dollars because they knew that no matter what, they could exchange their US dollars and get gold. Well, that's not a thing anymore. Nixon took us off that. So right now our money is literally valued at whatever we think it is, whatever we trust it has value on. So because it says that $20, we trust that it's worth that $20. And at the same time, we do have inflation creeping in. And I do think that that's going to really hit the actual trust that we have in our current fiat currencies. So I'm incredibly bullish on this, and I really like Meld anyway. So Meld is the perfect entity to take this on. So I'll absolutely be watching this with bated breath. Now, Meld did secure a partnership with Tingo Mobile, so they expect to do things in the area, I expect. But at the end of the day, for financial governance, I'm incredibly bullish on where this is going to go. And kudos to Meld for taking the lead on making a gold-backed stablecoin on the Cardano blockchain. Polygon has been one of the most talked about layer 2 Ethereum blockchains that have been out. It has surged in daily active addresses. I've used it. It's great. Sometimes the blockchain can be a little finicky. Defin goes down. Sometimes doesn't connect to the wallet just quite right. There are kinks and everything's still new. Even Ethereum isn't done. But the amount of people that have been going onto the Matic system is incredible. These search trends on Matic is just insane. And I truly believe that we will see a huge jump in Polygon's price in the next coming months, especially as things get a little bit more bullish. We hit low. Ethereum was under $3,000 and we haven't seen that in a little bit. So to see all of the prices go to the point that it's at, and to see the interest growing with Polygon, more and more people are getting frustrated with the gas fees. More and more people are moving to the Matic system because it makes more sense and it's easy to do and it's still Ethereum. So at that point, a lot of people are appreciating what Polygon is doing with blockchain gaming, NFTs, and everything else. Now, you guys all know I'm in a lot of other different projects and I don't think there's one to rule them all. But I do think Matic will stand the test of time, especially as a functional, practical layer 2 for Ethereum. Currently, Bitcoin is sitting at 43,600 and it is about halfway through the RSI right now. We are on the more oversold portion of the RSI. On the oversold half doesn't mean that we are oversold. We're just down on that area. Now, we can, of course, go back down, right? We're getting this little relief rally kind of after our drop or extended drop after a little bit. We'll see exactly where we close because at this point, if we're just marking lower highs like this, and don't break out of this, then we could just keep funneling down. Now, again, I don't think we're going to go too terribly low. I think we have a lot of support at 40,000. I also think we have a lot of support at 38,000. Mike Novogratz thinks 38,000 is a key level as well. So there's just a lot of moving facets right now in the crypto market. Ethereum is almost back up to that $3,000 level, making its way back up 5% on the day, which is similar to what Bitcoin is right now. Solana is more or less just consolidating after it's dropped. Looked like it took a little bit of a hit through everything, but it does also look like it's winding up. Now I know a lot of people were talking about a potential bull flag and how this could be forming a bull flag, and we could absolutely see a move up to the upside. Now, how far up, I don't know, but a move to the upside is very possible as long as the market kind of recovers maybe over this weekend. Now, the one chart that I would encourage you to watch is the Polygon chart, because I truly believe with everything else, everything in the ecosystem, we will see this chart bounce up as soon as Ethereum starts pumping. As soon as the market gets a little bit more healthy, we will most likely see Polygon. So some tokens to just keep in mind right now, because Solana is down, probably bottomed out. Can't see it going that much further unless we get some dramatic Bitcoin capitulation that drives it down, which is always possible. So dollar cost average, don't throw the farm at any token. Then we have Polygon as well. Definitely a good opportunity, could go way higher than where it is right now. Then we have VeChain that is pumped up right now. It did go up from its bottom, but it is only at 9 cents. So it is still below 10 cents. So still a good accumulation range for VeChain if you did want to pick up the supply chain solution blockchain. Really good blockchain as well. I think it's going to be incredible in the supply chain space, especially when we see all the gaps in our supply chain today in 2021. And never would I have thought that I would have lived through an event like the Suez Canal where a boat was lodged in the Suez. There are many adaptations that we can make to our supply routes to increase the efficiency, and VeChain would most certainly be a helpful analytic for that, as well as verifying valid real products that you're buying, right? So there's definitely a lot of power in that. Cardano is low. It's not as low as I would like it to be, but it is still low. I don't think we're going to see a Cardano roughly below $1.80 anytime soon, anytime in the near future. So really a $2 Cardano might be your best bet. The reason why I say that is because often when Cardano pumps, it has these zones where it drops down to, and you can get some nice little buys, but it tends to hold a good amount of support at those levels. So of course, we could see a similar thing here where we consistently go down below and go into the $2 zone, sub $2 zone, but more or less we will trade above it for the majority of the time. So if you are able to maybe set limit orders down below $2, might be worth it for Cardano to see if we do go down further. I personally think we might be weathering the worst. We might be getting out of this, could see some sort of like mini October relief. I'm not talking about anything spectacular or anything, just Bitcoin kind of changing the trend in things. And then we could see an uptick into the end of 2021 and then continue our market cycle into a peak in 2022. That's what I believe as well. That's what I believe, at least. Of course, we have stock to flow. Some people are saying that we could peak out in December of 2021. I'm not going to negate that at all. It could happen, but I do think we will most likely see our peak in 2022. That's it for me. Hopefully this video helped you navigate the crypto market. If it did, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content. And of course, happy hodling.